Hi everyone, welcome to week 7 meals of Adventures in Groceryland. $21 per person budget. There are 2 of us, so our weekly budget is $42 cash. And then of course anything that I can coupon for or redeem points for, that doesn't count within the cash budget. We had some really great meals this week, things that I was really excited to have. And you know that it's not a terrible challenge when you are making meals and you're really looking forward to eating them. So that just says something to me right there. So this week was a little bit different. We didn't have $42 worth of food because I cut the budget in about half this time, and we are buying supplies for special treats for Christmas. So we're eating a lot from our pantry, from the freezer, as well as the small amount of groceries that we bought to supplement what we already have. So enjoy the meals coming up. Squash pancakes with bananas. And we're going to try the shredded beef tacos tonight. It is Tuesday, so Taco Tuesday still lives on. I got these. They were regular $5.98. They had a 50% off sticker on them, so I got them for $2.97, something like that. So we opened it up, and inside the box, it had taco seasoning, salsa. It had... And so we've heated this in the microwave. I just took it out of the freezer. So it has a very substantial package of shredded beef. And then it also has corn, onions, peppers. So the instructions are, we're going to put it in a pan. It's to heat it first. So heat it, put it in a pan with the taco spice, and either do the vegetables separate or together. I'm going to do them together. And bring it to not a boil, a heat, and leave it for 5 minutes, and then serve with the toppings. So this seems pretty easy, and for $3, I am actually quite excited. It was 100% beef. It smells so good. The beef smelled delicious when I opened up the pack. When I put the taco spices in, this was totally a good value. I can't believe I got this for $3. Very excited. So I decided to make taco salad with the iceberg lettuce that I got from my flash food box. The beef is under here, and then it has crushed nacho chips on top, cheese, tomatoes, and jalapenos. Oh, and the salsa that came in the pack. So I'm hungry. It smells great. For supper tonight, we are having hot Italian sausages left over from week 1, poutine, so that is home fries covered in cheese curds with gravy melted on top, and I topped the poutine with peas. Using up the leftovers for lunch today. The other half is not hugely fond of pasta, but I love it, so I'm just going to use up some of this leftover sauce today, and the other half will have leftover beef tacos. I guess I did get a good deal on the ribs. Here they are, $14.99. These are the ones I got in the flash food box for $4. I'm at Superstore. And then when you come down here are the tacos that we had that we really, really liked. The price was $6, and I got them for 50% off of that, so I'm not sure what was going on with that. I got them for $3, and here they are for $20.99. No wonder I like them so much. I'm at Superstore. The price of milk is $3.59 for farmers for 2 liters. If I wanted to buy 4 liters, $5.89. And I normally buy Natrel, which is lactose-free, $6.09. And we are using the pork that we had from week 1, a pork chop that we cut up. So we are having pork lo mein with fried rice and an egg roll. Making pizza for supper tonight and lunch either tomorrow or the next day. This was a difficult pizza. The dough gave me a lot of trouble. I made the dough very early this morning and I left it all day and then went to use it tonight and it wouldn't roll, and so I'm hoping that it doesn't stick to the pans. The pizzas still look good pre-cooking, so hopefully they taste good too. This pizza turned out terrible. I had a really hard time with the dough before, getting it to roll out. It's stuck all over everything. I'm sure it'll taste fine, but I'm very frustrated trying to get it off to serve it onto plates. Yeah, this was a fail. Making some scrambled eggs to go with breakfast for supper. For supper tonight, the scrambled eggs, hash browns, the little bit of bacon that we had left, bagels with butter and jam on one and cheese whiz on the other. And here is the leftover bacon fat. We added it to a little bit of other fat that we had already set aside, so this will solidify and we'll be able to use this for cooking. And we have quite a few leftover items, fridge items left. Back here you see some condiments, sauces. This here is the fat that we were able to save from cooking a couple different things, sausages and bacon. And left over half of an onion. Oh, there's my olives. Here's one of the sausages left over. Last of the cold cuts in here. Pancake. Cheese. Still 2 bagels left, some of the homemade bread, some of the raisin bread, butter. This is left over of the beef taco kit that we made, Christmas supplies, still some leftover garlic butter, peppers, 3 bananas, half the fennel, some mushrooms. This was certainly a good buy. There's half still left of the clementines, the jalapeno peppers from my brother-in-law, some grapes still left, carrots, onions, lettuce, and sweet potatoes. We've really been killing it with the leftovers lately, and so several of our meals have just been leftovers, and I forget to take the video or the picture, but we are not letting anything go to waste. We're cleaning up all the leftovers, and I think that's great. Very frugal. And as I was putting everything away, I realized that I didn't get out the lime juice. Still have 2 cloves of garlic left over, this leftover cheese, and leftover pizza. A few more things that I forgot in the fridge. The pepperoni, of course, that's set aside for Christmas, cheese whiz, mustard. And then I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. It might look empty to you, but I'm saving this because I'm saving the remnants of what's inside. I don't know if you do this, but this is the empty butter wrapper. Whenever I have an empty one, I fold it up carefully and I put it in the door of my fridge. And I use it when I'm baking or cooking to grease pans. There's still residue left on here. It works just fine. And a little bit of wax paper rubbed on the inside of this and then rubbed on the inside of whatever baking sheet or baking tray, and that will grease that pan just fine. So I'm saving this. It still has a use for me, even though it appears empty and not enough in there to make something with. It's still useful. We have actively been trying to eat food out of the freezer to free up some space. I'm constantly reorganizing it. This is what we have left after week 7. Some chicken strips, egg rolls, shrimp, hamburger buns. This is all we have left of the sausages. These are the hot Italian. Those are the cheese. 4 chicken breasts. Hamburger. This is the haddock. That's for the seafood chowder. This was my $1.47 pack of chicken. the ribs, some hot dogs, lots of vegetables. So this bag is unopened, this bag is unopened, and then we have partial bags left of broccoli, beans, and peas. We have enough corn left that maybe I can make another corn chowder, one more small pot. We have yellow beans. Here are the kidney beans, here are the black beans, and then I did this little bag up. We were getting worried that the cold cuts that we had were not going to last. I mean, they only have a certain amount of a shelf life. And so I decided to cut up a bunch of them. So this is all cut up in little teeny pieces, and this is my pizza pack. So at some point in the future, when we want to have pizza, I can just pull this out, thaw it, and saves that from going bad, and gives us something to look forward to in the future when we don't have any meat for pizza. In the back here are my scrap bags. This is the veggies, still leftover chicken scraps. This is broth from week 1, and this is a little bit of broth from the second time that I made it. This is just enough to maybe season some gravy or something like that. This is apples for apple crisp, and the wet ingredients for Morning Glory muffins, and 2 packs of fajita packs. All kinds of stuff. And again, we're going to be actively eating this to make space in the freezer for other things that we want to put in there. It is jammed full. Lots of pantry items that we've accumulated. In the back here, you can see the rice, oats, and I forgot that I had done this up, and I found the bag. This is the dehydrated green tomatoes that I rescued after the frost outside in the garden. My dips for Christmas, Sloppy Joe mix. I don't know if you can see this here. This tiny, teeny little bit of crumbs left of nachos. Spices, all kinds of spices, still lots of goldfish crackers. I'm actually totally out of yeast, and I'm getting low on taco seasoning, and I don't like that. I'm gonna have to replenish. And then down here, definitely getting lots of supplies. So the peanut butter that we're eating, the peanut butter that we have for Christmas, 2 things of pasta sauce, tuna, crackers. The oil is in the back. 2 things of diced tomatoes. In the back there is beef broth, cream of mushroom soup, tomato paste, and down here we have half a package of lasagna noodles, flour. The other bag of flour is stored inside my other pantry so that it doesn't spill. There's still spaghetti down here in this container. I haven't even opened these fusilli noodles. There's a little bit of macaroni noodles left in here, my brown sugar, my little teeny potatoes, and my red potatoes. I'm going to say there's probably, it's not half the bag, so I'd say it's a 10-pound bag, so maybe 4 pounds left of that. And still a pumpkin. All kinds of good stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what we ate this week, and the little bit of information from the grocery stores that I took a video in. I felt super uncomfortable doing it. I was like looking around to see who was watching me. So that was a little bit weird. The more I do it, maybe the more comfortable I'll get. So we'll see. Maybe I'll share a little more. I just thought that milk was an item that might be surprising how much it cost us here in Nova Scotia for milk, and especially for lactose-free milk. And maybe everyone was pretty surprised at the deal that I ended up getting on the ribs and also on the tacos. That still really surprises me. I mean, seriously, the price tag was on the shelf, $5.98, and I got it for 50% off of that. And then next thing you know, I'm taking a video in the store and they're $20.99. So an amazing buy, for sure. And I just wanted to touch base real quick. I collect points. Anything that's free that I can collect and possibly get something free back, I do. So I collect points for PC Optimum. I collect air miles. So if you're Canadian, I'm sure you're very familiar with those point collecting programs, and if you're not, they're pretty common here. You have to redeem $10 at a time, so you have to save up enough to get be able to redeem $10. And I have no air miles to redeem, but I do have PC Optimum points that I can redeem, and I'll talk a little bit more about that perhaps in the week 8 grocery shop video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't watched all of the videos, I encourage you to go back and do so. It's quite a journey to see what we started with and to see what we have now. Thanks so much, everyone.